with the door behind me, and then here, maybe it's more of a reward to sit in this seat rather than a punishment. Maracas. Nice. Try not to have an aneurysm. All good fun. Bit more of a view today, although still massive thing of towels. What is it with me? Every time I start these things, I have loads of towels and bed sheets and all sorts of stuff being ridden around and just sort of stored in this little cubby hole here by the room. Bit more cloud coverage today, but that's fine. It's not a problem. But we're here again in Walt Disney World in the All-Stars Music Resort. So yesterday we were at Hollywood Studios. We had to change from movies to music, but the room wasn't ready until the very end of the day. So by the time I got here, it was very late and I passed out. But today is going to be a day of showing you the room, showing you the differences, and also checking out the resort. I haven't seen the resort yet, other than walking between the room and the car. So yeah, let's have a little look around. And then I can give my sort of summary, really, because that's the trio of the All-Stars resorts on, you know, how they do differ and what I would book again, if any. So let me start you off with the door behind me, and then here is the room. So very similar design. Again, every single one I've had has always been on this piece. Every one I've had has always been like here. The other two are on the bottom floor. And there's like these two areas are smaller than that, whereas this one's a bit higher up. There's always been in that sort of thing, which is why the view's always been sort of the same. But yeah, so door coming in, you got a little bedside table there, a little cubby hole where I managed to put one of my cases, which is good. And then again, the window out with the aircon unit as well, which is a lot cooler as well. This one is definitely cooling the room a lot better than the previous room, so that is good. Again, a little, the same design, kitchen-y coffee thing with fridge, and I have my Arizona in there. I have chocolate as well. Because stuff is in the car turning into lava, my iced tea became an actual cup of tea and the chocolate became liquefied. So I've put it back in the fridge to cool it down, and a bottle of water. Then I have a little desk that's for some reason on wheels, so it's just moving around the entire time. So fun. I haven't used that. I've just been laying in bed. A nice little desk area and stuff, bits and pieces, and then big old TV. Again, another joining room, this one, so there is someone, well, also there's always someone next door anyway, but you can actually get through if you open the door. More suitcases. A little chair, randomly, here, just for someone to sit in the corner of the room. You know, maybe if your child has been naughty, you know, screaming, you know, their way back home, not wanting to go to bed at their bedtime, you know, maybe you just sort of sit them on the chair in the corner and get them to think about their behaviour. Quite comfy chair, to be fair. It's not actually half bad. Maybe it's more of a reward to sit in this seat rather than a punishment. The usual trio above, the same picture in all three rooms. Another little bedside table, and nice big bed. 5 pillows on this one. So I've gone from 6 to 4 to 5. And please excuse the fact that it's not made. This one though has a curtain for the aircon unit just turned off. Huh. This one has a curtain though, going into the bathroom. The other ones had the big sliding doodah. So that's a difference. Interesting. And the bathroom itself, hello mirror, is different layout. So we have the sink here and doodah. I think this is similar-ish to the first room we had. Obviously things are on a different side. Toilet in here. But then this is a different layout because the first one, let's turn the light on. We had the bathroom at the very back, and the toilet was there, I think. So that's different, the way they've laid that out. But yeah, you know, fairly similar. So yeah, again, subtle differences. I'm glad I don't have an accessible room. Things are now more my height, which is obviously saves me having to bend over all the time for using soap and
Daddy, chill.
And whatnot, and having a bed that's almost on the floor as well. So this is better. In terms of the 3 rooms, I think the first room was my favourite. I think the sports room was the favourite. They're all preferred rooms. I don't know what the non-preferred rooms are like, you know, but, you know, in terms of these 3, I don't know what makes them preferred either, really, but, you know, but I think the sports one was my favourite. I think I liked that the most. I wasn't a huge fan. The movies one felt older as well, felt like it needed a refurb. And again, being the accessible room wasn't all that ideal for me. Whereas this, again, seems pretty good. But yeah, I got the impression the sports one, was the more recently refurbed. I could be completely wrong, but it felt that way. That's the impression I got. So there you go. If I was to book the All-Stars again, I would probably aim for sports at the moment, the way things stand. So But maybe the other two are going to get refurbed as well, because they are doing the pool area around sports. So maybe they have recently done the rooms, and they're going to be moving on to the other two resorts and getting them sort of done in similar ways. Who knows? I'll have to keep an eye. But yeah, if you have got any information, and you know something that I don't know, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, let's go and explore the resort and see what there is here. Again, it's a very similar layout, so it's going to be a case of all the room areas and the pools, and then the food hall. So we know what to look for. It's going to be a case of what does it look like? Let's go find out. Woohoo! Oh, it is toasty. It is toasty out here. Very warm. It's colourful out there though. Jeez. Right, so we have another Calypso building right opposite us as well. Let's walk around the area first. So here's the pool area with more sort of fountainy things in the middle and stuff. It's very, very similar. Got maracas as well. Maracas! And then, yeah, let's see what we can find down here, shall we? Interesting building here, which is for cast members only, so that's a bit different. Don't know what it's all about. But yeah, and a big old trumpet player. It's got a little playground here as well for children between 5 and 12. And there's some sort of lizards, I think, running around behind me. I can hear them scurrying around. There we go, a little playground. And these are the jazz buildings here then. Jazz building there, and then the jazz building over there too on that side. And we're heading down towards some sort of fountain, and my camera is lopsided to hell. Very clever, look, the all-star jazz band. Nice drum kit. And then, yeah, there's a little chill area here, where I could just dive into this, to be honest. It could be nice and refreshing. Amazing. Another pool area here as well. It's the piano pool, so it is shaped like a piano with keys as well. It seems a bit quieter, this one, compared to the other one. So there you go. Looks like an amp. Cool. That makes sense because this is the guitar area. So we have lots. Oh, the car over here as well. And there's something down there. I'll have a look down there in a minute or two. What we got then? So guitars, this is the rock in. So we have both sides of the rock in. And there's a car smack bang in the middle. Nice. And there you go. I'm assuming the rooms are all the same in all of these as well. It's just, you know, the same thing repeated with different theming. So I guess they don't change at all. But we're now heading down towards the country fair block, which is very country themed. As you can begin to see, we have a banjo there, we have a violin or a cello or something. And then there's some nice seating area as well, that just sort of points towards our garden area. And we have some nice boots. Check them out. No climbing as per usual. But actually if you did though, you got inside them. Little picnic tables there as well, that's quite cool. Not bad. And finally I think we have Broadway, which is down here. So let's see what Broadway has to offer, shall we? There's also a bit of a path down there, I don't know where it goes. There's a bit of a sort of scenic gardeny walkway, but down here we have just a normal looking street by the looks of it. With hats and gloves and stuff. Some chairs. And then something down the end. Oh, they have it themed like a theatre and stuff, like Aladdin and the Lion King. And they have Frozen and Beauty and the Beast over there and stuff. That's quite cool. And yeah, there's still something going on down here, which we'll take a look and see. Ooh. That does seem to be another little like garden area type thing. You know, kind of feels like a bit like New York, I suppose, walking around. Which would make sense because it's Broadway, right? Ooh. So there we are. Again, theming is on point. Okay, let's try not to have an aneurysm. Let's make our way to the front to see the food hall area and the lobby and see what that is themed like. See how that compares to the other two that we've seen. Bless you. Bless you again. Someone sneezing. So the entrance seems very similar again with a big old star on the side. Good old Mears Connect as well, doing the airport run, I think. Alright, didn't mean to offend. And then yeah, the usual way in. Ooh, got a red carpet as well. Very colourful. But again, exactly the same, just themed after music, which is where you can see all the notation stuff. And then we have Maestro Mickey's here as well. If I actually turn the camera towards it. Ooh, Maestro Mickey's. Nice little shop. Again, music themed. The way out to the buses, the same thing. And then yeah, down here is where the food hall is. And it is called the Intermission Food Hall. Or food court rather. And then yeah, again, arcade there. So let's see how this differs. Again, I think it's exactly the same sort of food. You just go grab what you want or do the mobile ordering. And away you go. So yeah, it is exactly the same beverage area as well. This actually reminds me a bit more of how the sports one looked. I think movies is the odd one out in terms of how it looks. So that's interesting. There's a little film going on down there on the TV. But that is the food hall, or food court. And we head back out to where the pool is, and you have the old beverage area as well if you want to have an alcoholic thing or whatever else they might serve. But yeah, automatic door. And there you go. And I guess they have laundry over there in that building. But there you go. You've seen now all three. Obviously not a fully fair comparison because the pool wasn't open in sports. But I assume it's very similar to these two, packed with people, water fountains doing their thing, all good fun. So yeah, I think from a resort point of view, they're all very similar. It will come down to what do you prefer, music theming, movie theming, or sport theming. Plus maybe the rooms might be a bit different. Like I said, I prefer the movie and sports. Whether they're all like that, I don't know. But so far, I would pick the sports one again over the other two. But yeah, either way, they're all very similar. You can't really go wrong with either of them that you're getting. Because as you've seen over the past several days, they all are very similar. So I hope it's been useful when picking which one to go with. But yeah, let's get back in the cool, shall we? It is lovely and cool in here. So I have a bit of a random day. Today is not going to be parks. It is my friend Dwayne's birthday, so I'm going to go and do some birthday celebrations with him. I'm not going to bring the cam with me because there's going to be that much to show. So today was primarily looking around the room, looking around the resort to wrap things up, so we'll sort of semi-wrap things up. So I have got 2 more resorts still to go. I have Pop Century and the Art of Animation, but I'm not doing them right now. I'm doing them in 2 weeks' time. I'm having a little bit of a break with some other Disney-related activities, so it's going to be a bit of a skip when the next vlog of this series comes out. I'm going to start off not here, but in a different place. So in case you're wondering what the hell's going on, that is why. This value resort sort of tour around Disney World has been broken into 2 halves, 2 parts. So it comes to the end of part 1, and then part 2, obviously we'll kick off straight away in the next vlog, but, you know, yeah, I don't know why I did it that way. I just did for some reason. I think I was working around other plans. There were other things going on, and there were 2 things I was supposed to be doing over the next 2 weeks, which I'm not anymore. I'm doing something different. But originally, I had to fly off to Vegas for a week, and then come back, and then do something in Tampa for a week, and then carry on. But yeah, but things have changed. So, all good fun. I know what I'm doing, it's fun. But yes, so we're going to skip on ahead to the evening, and might have a little quick wander around when it's all lit up for one final look here, all at the, what's it called? All Stars, I keep forgetting, All Stars Music Resort. So, well, I'm all packed and ready to go. I did intend to have a walk around during the evening. That didn't happen. By the time I got back last night, I was knackered and I fell asleep. I passed out. And so now it's the morning again and it's time to check out. So we have come to the end of today's vlog, as it is now, a whole other day anyway. And as I said, I've got now a bit of a gap doing other things, so check out the next vlog series, or the next few vlog series things we have going on the channel here. Although this one will pick up straight away with the next day at Disney World. But for me, in real life, I have got a 2.5 week gap in between today and the next resort, whatever that is. I can't remember if it's Art of Animation or whether it's Pop Century, whatever it's called. So, like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one here as we continue exploring the value resorts in Disney World. Bye!